So children, we have already discussed about the final goods. Now we will discuss about the intermediate goods. So what do you understand by intermediate goods? They are the goods which have yet not crossed the boundary line of production. That means they are still in the process of production. They have not crossed the line. So they are called the intermediate goods. They are in the process of production. And value is still to be added to these goods. That means some work is still left to be done on these goods. Let's take the example of this pen. If the manufacturing of pen is completed but the packing is left, that means that is not exposed or not sent in the shops to be sold to the customers. So this pen would be intermediate good and not the finished good because the packaging is left. Now they are not ready for use by the final user. The intermediate goods, they are not ready for the consumption to be consumed by the ultimate or end users. They are still in the process of production, so they are not ready to be used by the final users. Or one more definition is there to explain intermediate goods. Goods which are purchased by one firm from the other firm. The goods which are purchased by one firm from the other firm, for two purposes they purchase, as raw material and as goods for resale. When any firm purchases the goods to be used as raw material, that means to do the further production, then they are known as the intermediate goods. Or we can say when the firms purchase goods in order to resale. Suppose let's take an example of shirts. If any firm purchases shirt pieces from any other organization to pack them properly, put their tag on that and then resell in the market, then those shirts would be considered as the intermediate good for that firm. So a firm purchases the intermediate goods for two purposes, as raw material for further production or for resold them in the market. So those are considered as intermediate goods. Now one more fact about intermediate good, that they are not included in the estimation of national income. Let us understand about the intermediate goods with the help of an example. Let's take an example of carpenter. If a carpenter buys wood of ₹10,000, then that would be considered as a intermediate good. And with the help of the wood, if the carpenter converted into finished chairs, that means the cost would be the ₹20,000 of those chairs. Now the chairs are ready to be consumed by the consumer, so those chairs would be known as the final goods. Intermediate goods, these goods, the wood, would not be included in the estimation of national income, while chair, which are the final goods, they are included in the estimation of national income. Let us understand why. Suppose if we add the value of intermediate goods in the estimation of national income, what would happen? Value of good will be added more than once. Because suppose if we are taking 10,000 and we are also taking 10,000 rupees of wood plus 20,000 rupees of chair also, that means it would be equal to 30,000. We have to add 30,000 rupees. But in this value of chair, in this value 20,000, 10,000 of wood is already included. So the double counting would be there. We have separately added 10,000 of wood, and in the chair also 10,000 of wood is included. So double counting would be there. That's why it would mislead our national income. So that is the reason the value of intermediate goods is not included in the estimation of national income.